Yeah, sure.
We had a
Okay, I'm gonna need to grab more stuff.
The only thing that I think that's bad about trick-or-treating is you just gotta watch what candy your kid eats.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, if any candy is not in wrappers, you know, you gotta be more cautious. Like if they give out actual like fruits or anything open, you know, you gotta
Pot
be careful.
candy.
Even with my parents, when we went trick-or-treating, even if the candy was partially open because of rubbing against other pieces of candy,
Could not have it.
yeah, they made us throw it away, which I could understand.
That's good.
And even if you don't believe that, you should probably just check your kids' candy just to make sure they don't eat it all in one sitting.
Yeah.
They give them a sugar high.
Not only a sugar high, it makes their stomach hurt.
Actually, they proven sugar high does not exist. It's not a real thing.
I call bull on that.
I've seen sugar highs on kids. Whew.
So have I.
Either that or
It's
that's
a myth. Yeah.
It's a placebo effect.
Yeah. It's just a thought. It's like people used to just fuck me. God,
It's pretty much you associate it with the kid ate a lot of sugar. They're going to be more hyperactive. So you train yourself into that state of mind. Whereas they're just being normal at that point. They're either
kids
cranky
are
and
naturally going to be hyper and everything. There is no such thing as a sugar high. They did studies and stuff, and I've read up on it, and I heard about it. People talked about it on the radio. There is no sugar high.
It's
Ruined
just-
my childhood.
I know, right? Sorry.
Hey, now you can. I don't have a thing. I lack a thing.
Also ruin when, because I am an aunt, every time that I would send home my nieces and nephews with candy. Darn you!
Yeah, I ruined everyone and everyone who's gonna watch this video.
You know what? Give them caffeine.
Such lies.
Yeah, give them caffeine.
Yeah,
Will do it.
I'll do.
you'll regret that afterwards.
Okay, I am hiding in the igloo for a minute because our doorbell just rang. And I don't know if my dad's out there or not. So I'll be right back.
Bye, Nyan.
Nyan.
Yeah.
Nyan. Hurry, you didn't eat the cake I made.
Who's got a phone?
Oh.
SD. I usually know who that was. Normally,
Oh,
Damn fucking scam calls.
You
know,
know,
my
I
husband
hate
just got
those.
one. It says scam likely. We don't answer those.
I've been getting these freaking calls calling me about, oh, we were trying to get a hold of you about your college, your school debt. It's like, I've not gone to college.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, something about your credit and something like that about your recent credit card, and I'm like,
Car insurance, like what? Like I have car insurance, but through my bank.
I've had like not calls, but because I don't answer phone calls if I don't recognize the number, but I've had like emails where it's like something about your so and so bank account, except the bank is totally not my bank, so it's like, okay, whatever.
what the hell?
What?
Steve, what are you doing?
What is he doing?
It's a tower of trees.
Okay. Wait, what?
It's a tower of trees.
Hey,
Well, chop them down because we need the wood. Wait, what kind of trees are they?
The dark oak ones.
Ah, shoot. I don't want to. I need regular oak. Darn it.
Why, SD?
Because he's SD, what do you expect?
exactly, because he can. Why not?
Well,
He just
That's
wants
why not?
SD's just SD. He does whatever he pleases.
I've noticed that.
Mary, did he eat the cake?
Who ate the cake?
No, but did you eat the cake I made you last episode?
Oh, I ate some of it. Here we go. Oh, here. Yeah, here we go. Ow.
Mary,
Yeah?
what you gonna dress your daughter and son up for Halloween?
I don't know.
Fish.
Someone suggested that she should be dressed up as Boo from Monsters Inc., my daughter.
Oh, that'd be cute.
So
You could dress up like
She should so do that.
You don't have any more of that wood? Wow,
What you
I was going to
dress
say
Sam as?
Calvin and Hobbes.
What are you gonna dress Sam as?
I don't know. I was telling Joe to find like a little pumpkin costume.
Yeah.
A little tiny pumpkin, so he just sits there. That hopefully he won't wiggle away. That's the pumpkin costume.
Maybe one year you can dress him up as a creeper.
Ah. Gotta teach him to say that though.
Just go. Sss. As he gets older, he'll learn. I forgot to ask, but what was Jalen's first word?
Dad,
Oh.
dad.
Oh, you're so. I could hear the disappointment in your voice, and I'm like,
What?
what's it gonna be?
Guess what?
What?
My son is saying mama.
That
Well,
you-
there you go.
So my
Please
son got to say mama.
So you got a daddy's girl and a mama's boy.
That's usually what happens with parents.
Oh, she's like, my daughter is like such a tomboy. She'll get on things, she'll climb and all of a sudden fall down and, smack her head and stuff like that. And she's like, and it gets right back, like, what the hell just happened?
Strong child, man.
And she'll cry for a little bit and she goes, and then she starts playing. What? Harder.
I feed you bread.
Oh, Emmy.
I think that is most adorable. That's a strong kid right there.
Yep.
Okay, so
My mom said one time, when me and my brother were little, we ran into each other, so we bumped heads really hard.
Yeah.
My brother was laying on the floor, bawling his eyes out. I cried for all but 5 seconds and then stopped crying, kissed my brother's head where we had hit, and then just continued to run off. Like, while my brother was still bawling because my mom had to pick him up to get him to stop crying.
No, poor little
What?
baby. What was he doing?
My brother was the crybaby between me and him. My grandma will even tell you, Aaron was the crybaby. I was more silent and
Sam,
Yes.
when he falls down, he does cry when he bumps his head. And I'm like, son, there's going to be a lot more head button when you get older.
oh god, yeah, you're gonna fall and hit yourself on everything. You're gonna run into things.
What? He's 7 months now today. September 12th, he's now 7 months.
7 months
And he's
old.
already crawling and he's standing with the help of holding on to things. He's 7
That-
months. He's doing
that's-
stuff that older babies do.
That is amazing. He's an early bloomer.
I know. He starts, he's been crawling for about, for a month now he's been crawling?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's doing, even the doctor says he's doing stuff that 8 months do. And he was 6 months at the time.
He's an early bloomer. That's a good thing. He's a smart baby.
Yay, I have 2 smart babies. Jay
Well,
learns to figure
it's-
stuff out so quickly.
Well, it's been scientifically proven that babies of this generation are starting to get smarter.
Cool. I'm
Okay.
glad because I was, tell you the truth, I was actually a little scared of having kids. Because of, some people know, some people don't. I have a learning disability.
Yeah.
I was and it's genetic. I got mine from my father, the dyslexia.
Yeah.
So I was all worried that my kids would get it,
Yeah.
So far, they've been showing signs of being very smart. They're not having delay like I did. I was a late speaker. I did everything late as a child. But so far, both my kids are doing stuff just fine. Jalen did it perfect, and Sam's doing it early.
Not many people know this about me, but of course, I wasn't natural.
You're
born.
wasting ice, SD.
But anyways, I
Fuzzy.
was never a natural born baby. I was C-section.
Mhm.
It's got a medical term for it, but it's basically what happened was my mom's blood pressure kept skyrocketing, like going up and down when she was pregnant with me.
Mhm.
Basically, what happened is the egg that basically was me
Yeah.
didn't connect to the uterine lining correctly. And I don't forget the medical term for it. It's an actual thing that can happen.
Ooh.
But my mom could have lost me, or they could have saved me and lost my mom.
Ooh.
It was thanks to my grandmother, actually, that she pushed the doctors to save both me and my mom, and I came out with my umbilical cord wrapped around my neck.
Ooh. Damn.
But anyway,
I knew someone who had a kid whose umbilical cord was tied in a knot, but it wasn't tightened all the way. It was, it was in a knot, but wasn't tightened. It was still allowing blood flow and nutrients getting to the baby, but they didn't realize it was tied until the baby came out. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh my god, poor thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm afraid to have kids because I'm afraid what happened to my mom with me will happen with me when she had me will happen to me with my kid.
Well, you gotta think, at the time when you were born, there's been advance in medical, studies and stuff like that. They'll probably be able to be a lot more helpful.
I know, it's just...
Also, it depends on if something like that is genetic or just something that happened.
Yeah, well, it's still that fear. No, I actually have a book on it at my grandmother's that I've been forgetting to bring out with me. It's not genetic, it's just that if the uterine lining is inflamed, it doesn't allow the egg to properly connect to it fully. Like, it'll connect, but it's not like that good connection.
Is there a way of getting tested for that? I'm pretty sure you could probably get that tested.
There's like pre-pregnancy things that you can go and do by basically going to a nurse or a doctor and having them basically check your uterus out to make sure that the lining's not inflamed. So that way you have a healthy connection.
Alright. You can always do that to double check to make sure. And if anything, if it is, you could tell them what can we do to help,
Yeah.
So, question.
Huh?
Because I did go AFK, I have no idea how this conversation came about.
Oh.
I barely know either. It was something, Mary's kids are,
Ray's talking about
really
Pop
smart.
Kid.
Popping
But she was
out,
worried. Yeah, she has smart kids, essentially, and that...
We were talking about the
I don't-
risks of having baby, some women have risks of
I got
having
that
babies.
part. Oh, I got that part.
It started with me asking her what Jaylen's first word was. Which to her, it was daddy.
It was dad,
Oh.
not daddy, dad.
That was a mama.
It's easier to make, the dad mom.
Hey, look at the tree ST made.
I made you, what the fudge, ST? I got
I
you.
never saw the tree.
Everyone just now notices.
No,
Well,
I
I'm not-
know that
I
tree
am-
first.
I am-
Seen it, but I didn't work it out.
ST, why do you do this?
It's SD. You don't even need to ask him why. We already know why. It's SD.
I should have shoved him out of the boat.
If you would have pushed, I would have grabbed you. Both would have ended up in Lake Huron.
Oh god.
That would have been funny.
I give up.
And your parents would have been laughing at both of us.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hey Fuzzy, you
Dad
mind?
knocked me out of the tube once.
What? I remember you're talking over other people, Baku.
Do you mind showing me where you're building at? That way I don't build in your area.
I haven't technically decided yet. There's an area I liked, but I don't know if I'm going to do it there for sure or not.
Okay. Already picked out an area I'm gonna start building at. If you would like
Go
that.
for it. I can always pick a different spot.
If you're good, happy chopping.
Oh, I already know. I'm gonna be using all of this.
It's either there or a spot that you're actually headed towards. Because I liked a certain thing.
Right here.